So we made it here, the Heritage, but it looks like it's, well, they did call for scattered thunderstorms before, but it's fine because we're going to be inside anyways. So, Heritage Brewing Company. Let's drink some beer.
Last night they really liked it. Huh? They had never been here before. Some of my friends from the Legion, they came over last night.
Right.
Warren and Amy. Were you here when Warren and Amy came out on the bike and they were outside?
No.
They're super nice. He's an awesome painter. He's gonna do some painting for Bobby over at Waltz. Bobby survives that long.
Thank you. And we are finally back with my next vlog. I didn't realize it's been that long since my first vlog. Life just got really busy and it was hard to find the motivation and time really found to to finish the rest of these vlogs. So anyways, we're finally at Heritage Brewing. As you can see here, I got a flight of 4. First one being the American Expedition, their Pilsner, their Revolution, which is an American Amber Ale, and last but not least, it's not part of this review, but I also got their King's Mountain, which is a Scotch Ale. I will say the number one thing I really like about Heritage is they have way more unique beers. You're not just going to get IPAs and stouts here. They have a lot of really good, really unique beers. So we'll first start off with the American Expedition, which I did not somehow get a good close-up picture of. The American Expedition is a honey ginger lager with a light straw color, slight haze, less than 10 seconds of foam retention, and what foam that there was very thin. It has a light smell of sweetness to it, which I'm assuming is mostly the smell of honey coming through, and there's not really a detectable smell of alcohol. The flavor is kind of citrusy, most likely due to the Cascade hops that they used. But the actual flavor of hops is very restrained, and the main taste is kind of like bread flour or grain due to the light malt. That's the light color of the beer. The body of the beer itself is very refreshing, if slightly drying, but I feel like that's mostly a me thing. And it has a really short finish. The beer is a pretty good take on the easy drinking lager style, and the honey adds a very nice boost in flavor. Next up is their Pilsner, which is a Czech style pils. It is a little bit lighter in straw color with a more moderate head retention and some slow carbonation. It kind of smells citrusy, but not like hop citrus, like fresh lemons. And the taste is very similar too, with a little bit of sour lemon coming through, like a sour lemon candy, and some low to medium malt sweetness kind of tying things up together. The body of beer is nice and soft, and as someone who isn't very familiar with the style, I think the lemony edge of the beer really helps it stand out compared to the way more simpler pils I've tried before. Lastly, we have the Revolution, which is an American Amber Ale. It has a beautiful copper color and clear clarity with some moderate head retention. The main aroma is kind of bready, which signifies the higher use of malt in the beer if, the color wasn't already obvious. The flavor is also kind of bready or toasty, whichever word you want to use. The main thing that stood out to me was that it kind of tasted like orange juice, and when I commented on this, I was told that's because they use whole organic oranges squeezed into the beer. So yeah, that makes sense. It is low in carbonation and has a short finish, which kind of surprised me because I thought the taste of oranges would actually stick around more, but no biggie. As someone who has literally never had an amber ale before, at least I don't think I have, I like this style a lot, and I can definitely see why it was one of the first beer styles brewed by the early settlers. So technically I'm not going to review this beer, mostly because I never took any notes. I just enjoyed the beer. But this last beer is King's Mountain, which is their Scotch Ale. Now I'm thinking about it. Scotch Ale. We'll go with Scotch Ale. Never had a Scotch Ale before, but I did greatly enjoy this beer, and I ended up ordering a full pint in my time at Heritage. I think it's definitely a good beer for those of us who like darker beers. Like, I'm usually a stout person, and I think Scotch Ale is definitely, if you're also a stout person, I think you'll definitely enjoy a Scotch Ale if you can find one. So we are after visiting Heritage Brewing. Very nice. I was the only person there for the entire hour, but whatever. As you can see here, they had to cancel their food truck, which kind of sucks because I was hoping to get some food. And they canceled the band for tonight, which also kind of sucks, but whatever. Anyways, what I did want to show off was this. This is my first ever growler. I wasn't planning on getting one, but since they don't do canned beer, I decided, well, I wanted beer to go home, so I got this canned growler, and specifically in this growler is the Scotch Ale. So with that said, we'll be heading off to another brewery, and I guess I'll see you guys either later on in this video or in another video. So, talk to you soon.